Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Oh, yeah. It's another weekend. Welcome to it. KVJ After the Show podcast. Here we go, baby. Fun, festive guitar playing is in the air. You guys are working on a version of Last Christmas, I believe?
Not you guys. We as a unit.
Oh, okay.
We guys, as in you're in it too,
Okay,
Riggy.
well, thank you. Hello. I'd love to. Yeah, Denny's was in here in the second part of it. It was like, man, it sounded good. The guitars were just
It's all
singing
coming
together.
It's all coming together.
Do we have a debut date for this?
Yes, we do. December 4th at 10:12 a.m.
It's time right now then. Okay.
Well, Virginia, she's our vocalist for this performance.
Okay.
She's a little nervous.
She is. Okay.
She's going to make it her own, though.
And you stole my headphones, so I can't hear.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Fuck. We got to stop keeping them together.
Okay.
Denny's! Is he coming in?
We need Big D.
Big D.
This is a holiday classic.
Oh, it is,
You
yeah.
love this song, Kevin, so
Yeah.
you're going to have to really kind of...
Well, I threw out some fun facts on it yesterday. Only went to number 2 on the UK charts. Band-Aids Do They Know It's Christmas kept it out number 1. And George Michael wrote this song in 1 hour, and his parents are in his old childhood bedroom
Wow.
at his parents' house.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I kind of like you talking as the guitar's playing. Kind of like you get like little storytellers.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I like behind the music.
What else do you know?
Well, I know that when they went in the studio, George Michael wanted to basically own everything. He was trying to push Andrew Ridgeley kind of out of Wham, saying, I don't need this tool. It's all me.
I am the man.
Yeah, so he insisted on playing all of the instruments, and he couldn't play the keyboard. So the producer and the studio had to try to teach George Michael how to play the keyboards on Last Christmas. So that's him. But he said, yeah, he couldn't play with more than 2 or 3 fingers at a time. And they were like, this guy's not even a musician. We got to work with this diva. And so it was very difficult for them.
Interesting.
So that's some fun facts there on Wham's Last Christmas, where you hear this interesting rendition. Okay.
All right, Big D, coming around.
Okay. Sounds beautiful.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
Take it, Kevin.
Yeah, I should have
You
the
repeat
lyrics.
that.
I thought you were ready to go.
Okay.
I apologize. That was fucking beautiful. Fucking weeping like it's opera. Keep going, girl. That was great.
And so it repeats, is that what it is?
Yeah, in the beginning it does.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day,
Work it out.
you gave it away.
Keeps unplugging his head.
This year, to save me from tears, I give it to someone special.
3, 2, 1, fuck it.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I give it to someone
Oh
special.
my gosh, nice.
Once bitten and twice shy.
I
keep my distance, but you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, it doesn't fucking surprise me. I wrapped it up and sent it with a note saying, fuck you, I meant it. Now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kiss me now, I think you'd fool me again.
Kevin.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, But the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I give it to someone special.
Special.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Just rehearsal, y'all.
Yeah.
That's just a morsel
of
what's to come.
That's practice
Yeah.
sesh.
Yeah.
Practice it. Practice it.
All right. Kind of an interesting question and email that we got here from Nikki, our friend in Fort Lauderdale. And she had said, so I was listening to something you guys were talking about earlier this week. It got me thinking about pop stars and backup singers. I think it was when we were playing the interesting backup singer
Patti LaBelle.
vocal from Patti LaBelle in 1996, the national tree lighting ceremony that happened, and her
Amazing.
backup singers weren't on the stage. She said, I think it was Mariah Carey that you were discussing, actually Patti LaBelle, but she is part of this story I'll share with you in a second. How often do you think it occurs when a backup singer or singers for a major music pop star become actual stars themselves? Interesting stuff. That is a great question. And there are some big names. In fact, you talk about Mariah Carey there. Mariah Carey really kind of got her start singing for Brenda Kay. And that's her first role in music was as a backup singer. And I thought that was kind of cool. Brenda Kay, trying to remember, she did that. Remember that song? I still believe someday you and me will find ourselves in love again.
Hold on, let me grab the guitar.
I still believe.
I don't know that fucking song.
You don't know that song from 1987, Brenda K. Starr. I still believe.
I was just a boy.
You still are. Look at you.
Fuck this. I'm over here.
You're a sweet boy.
Fucker.
You're young.
I am not young.
How about that? Yeah, and I didn't realize, well, I'm looking at Brenda K. Starr's hits. She was a Hispanic. A lot of her hits actually were done in Español. Por ese hombre, si me preguntan por ti, is some of her big hits.
Por qué?
Por qué?
Por
Why?
qué? Por qué?
Por qué?
Why was she Hispanic?
No say. No say.
Just asking a question.
Take it up with Madre and Padre.
So there you go. That's how Mariah Carey got to her start. Whitney Houston started as a backup singer for Lou Rawls and Jermaine
Wow,
Jackson.
that's
And
cool.
She was also the backup singer on Shaka Khan's hit I'm Every Woman.
Wow.
And Sheryl Crow was a backup singer for Michael Jackson.
Yeah, she's one of the other big names.
And Paula Cole was a backup singer for Peter Gabriel.
Dang.
And J-Lo was a backup dancer for the Fly Girls.
She
Good
was
stuff.
in the Fly Girls.
Fuck this, man. Come on, dog. We can't be on the same team doing Last Christmas together.
Last Christmas,
I gave you my heart, but the very next day
they told me you're gay.
that worked for actually George Michael.
Yeah, it would. A lot of girls had a crush on him, and myself included. Were like, "Damn,
He's a good-looking man.
he's on the other team.
Very good-looking man.
He is a fine ass man."
We were
He
looking
was.
at the Last Christmas video yesterday because me and Denny's been working on this
Yeah.
song, and he was a beautiful man.
He's gorgeous.
yeah, he was a sculpture of a human.
Yes, yes.
Some people are just born looking like a sculpture.
Yeah, George Michael, George Clooney. Oh,
You think is Clooney really that great looking?
yes.
Really?
Clooney is fine AF.
Does anybody believe he really cuts his hair with a Flowbee? He
No.
said that when we were on break last week.
I do believe him.
I don't
He did a
believe-
video of it.
I don't believe anything actors
I looked
say.
at his hair. I looked at a photo, like a recent photo. I'm like, there's no way a Flowbee cut that.
There's no way he's doing it with a. You know how Clooney is. What's
He's
that word you always
schmarmy.
Smarmy. He's smarmy.
Yeah,
Clooney
that's-
wouldn't lie to me.
You are.
Yeah, I look at him like, there's absolutely no way that's a Flowbee.
You're too deep in the dirt, dog. You're too deep. They lie to you all the time.
No, no.
John Legend, he was a backup singer for Alicia Keys, Kanye West, and Fort Minor.
Another delicious man.
If you had to spend 3 hours with John Legend or John Lovitz, who do you go with?
That's a great question, yeah.
Legend all day and twice on
Well,
Tuesday.
we've interviewed Lovitz 3 times. I'm definitely locking it on Legend.
I've had my fill of Lovitz.
I've had 3 disappointments of Lovitz.
3.
Yeah, so Nikki, good question. There's a lot of interesting success stories.
Lovitz.
Love it.
Oh.
Brandon saying, don't sleep on the Flowbee, Kev. I'd like to, if Brandon, if you get your hair cut by a Flowbee, send me a photo. I'd love to see
Kevin
it.
can't do the flow because
I can't, no.
Hair Club does a special sculpture of a cut.
But if Brandon wants to do a Flowbee video and show
Yeah.
us the pros, I'd love that.
I think if you're a man with full hair and you kind of like that messy look like Clooney does, I think the Flowbee is not a bad way to go.
Messy look. Messy look. It's
You just got to go back and get styled. That's all. You got hat hair.
Well, you always got a fucking quip.
I think it's
going on.
gorgeous.
Always got a fucking comment, doesn't she?
It looks fantastic.
Thanks,
It
Kevin.
looks so good.
It doesn't look that good right now. It's pretty fucked right now. I look like I've been
love it.
hiding underneath a tunnel. But it's
I was thinking bridge,
it's
but
not styled right now.
people can't hide
Yeah.
under tunnels.
And for every person that complains about how they hate my hair on social media, we add on another month, motherfuckers.
They clearly don't get hair then.
Oh, I add on every time someone complains, add on another month of growing it out.
Well, this is a hair record for you. Your hair's never been this long.
Never.
You got the keratin straightening treatment put in it.
I want to feel hair on my ass. I want it on my ass, Kevin.
We could arrange that.
I'm pretty sure you have hair on your ass.
I don't.
You don't have any?
I
Does it have
don't.
to be your hair or can it be somebody else's?
I'll put my hair on your
Because
ass.
I got a guy. Very hairy.
I don't have that much hair on my body. I really don't. On my I have a little on my chest. I have none on my back, none on my butt. I mean, we all have a little bit in our butthole. We all have a little hair.
Prove it.
You have butthole hair, correct?
I do, and I shave it.
Oh, do you really?
I do.
Wow, that's a revelation.
I actually got a lot of it lasered, so I have way less butthole hair than I should. But everybody's got a scraggler or two
We
that
all have
pops up.
PHH.
And I don't like the scragglers.
You know that topic? I don't get paid enough for this. The person that was lasering Virginia's bunghole had to just be like, gosh, man.
My girl Monica, she knows what's up.
That's a tough gig. Day in and day out, you know you're just going to be seeing nothing but some dirty crevices.
She didn't mind me. I think she had to do a lot of guys too. And she would talk about
That'd be
how
tough.
they were just repulsive.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I'm bringing you a clean bung.
Well, we appreciate that.
I mean, Meredith D in the chat room says, "Bird, cut your hair." Meredith D, you just fucking bought me another 3 months.
He doesn't need to cut it, Meredith. He just needs to have it styled because he's never had long hair. And so it's tricky professionally styling long, straight hair when you've always had short, curly hair.
You don't have to fucking explain yourself to Meredith D in the chat room.
But I'm just telling everybody that's coming down on you about the hair, you never had this before. It's like a newborn baby learning to style his hair.
oh, I'm gonna grow it longer and I'm gonna grow it harder, and you know what that means.
I don't, actually.
Well, let it marinate.
What does that mean? How do you grow harder?
You can grow hair harder.
Yeah?
Yep, with will.
Who's Will?
Pure will.
Feral?
No.
Got an email from engineer Keith. He's got some great information
Oh,
here
he
for us.
always kills
This
it.
guy's good.
Every time he talks, I listen.
If I get arrested, first call is to Engineer Keith.
Well,
Well, no, it's
Denny's.
Denny's.
Yeah.
Engineer Keith. You're right. I'm drunk.
Denny's is crying.
I'm drunk.
Well, we want to know if the guy who threatened Denny's life online is going to be able to kill him this weekend.
Oh, Engineer Keith, he'd be the guy to ask.
That's great. I love it.
Yeah, basically kind of broke it down. In fact, Ashley, too, had sent us an email, and she said, I found this, that basically in the end, the simple answer is no, nobody can track you down from your IP address. We talked about if somebody was to get your IP address, they cannot find you, is what Ashley had found. There are other ways you can be located, but this isn't one of them. Posting your name and town online to social media would more likely track you than your IP address. And what Engineer Keith had to say, he said that you can kind of get a close-ish geographic location, but what the IP does, it pretty much just shows where the hub is that you're connected to. He says if you use a VPN like I do, it'll change your IP address and give a real location that your data is run through. So they would go to the place where the data is run through, not to your house.
Thank you, Engineer Keith, with that.
Good to know, because we don't need some crazy ass taking out Denny's. Then I got to get like taken and take him out.
Well, the reason why I submitted that idea to you, Kev, is because I really actually wanted to know if somebody could figure out, like an Engineer Keith, could somebody really track you down if you're playing video games? I think people want to know that.
That's a great question.
There are some cautions in here. He said email messages sometimes contain your IP address. So do not send somebody that's pissed at you an email. Watch that. Your IP address could be contained in your email address.
Oh. Fuck.
Right.
I'm done. Well, no wonder motherfuckers trying to murder me.
Everybody knows where you live already. You said your address on the radio.
I have never said my new address on the radio. Never. And they still found me.
We said your old address on the radio, and then we said you just moved a block away.
I never said my old address on the radio. No, they found me. You don't know, Tequesta. They found me.
He said the doxing, however, is real. It takes a little bit more ingenuity, but a smart doxer is one that can basically infer your personal information based on publicly given things that you have said. So let's say, for instance, Denny's handles Denny's KVJ. All anyone has to do is Google Denny's KVJ. They'll find Denny's tagged in bits, promotions online. They listen to a certain amount of episodes. They might find his real name in there somewhere. Once they have his name, they can go to the ppcgov.org, and this is kind of a trail. It's step by step. It's investigation. Once they have his real name, basically you can find the rest. Other ways you can find out who a person is online, using the same online handle across multiple platforms. What a person talks about or posts frequently about. So if you find out Denny's is into weed, apparently those kind of characteristics, you can start finding where they might chat, and information that gives clues about where you are. Any kind of landmarks, references of the such. Moral of the story, don't make it obvious who you are when you interact online. Offer no details. Scrub your accounts often and hide your IP address.
It's crazy. I would never, ever in a million years stalk somebody, but if I did, I would be the best stalker.
Well, if somebody tried to hurt our sweet Denny's, you best believe I'm going into full stalk your ass and hurt you physically mode.
I mean, I would stalk the person that's stalking Denny's.
Exactly.
And then it would be a stalk off.
Stalk on stalk.
Stalk off. Yeah. Stalk off.
And we together.
Oh, boy.
What?
This is smooth. Yes?
Yes?
Two stalkers are stronger than one. So our double stalking would outstalk that fucker, bam, in your face.
Kevin, what the fuck is your girl talking about?
I don't know. I think the beer just kicked in.
It does. You can always hear it on the air.
You can hear it.
When the beer kicks
oh my
in.
gosh. I never thought you could hear it. You can actually hear it.
I think I want mine. Is mine cool yet?
Yes.
Baby Cakes
Okay.
Ralston, we got it. BCK.
Okay.
Baby Cakes Ralston.
Somebody did have a question, said, I want to know when Denny, Suits, and Jaybird are going to do their hairband music. That's why you guys are growing your hair out. Do we have...
We're still doing it. I've been posting it on my own social media. I try not to crowd KVJ with it because I know a lot of people don't like it. So just look at my social media at KVJ. What's my fucking name? What's my...
Nobody can get your IP because you don't even know your email or your handle.
Instagram's Jason KVJ.
How's that highlight, Kev?
Oh, it's so good.
That's a good beer.
It is a fantastic beer. Yeah, in fact, there are really... probably if I had to rank Florida beers, the Highlight is right up there. The Fresh, obviously, from Civil Society is great. Caramel Cream Ale from Due South is amazing. The El Camino, I would say that they got from Funky Buddha is right up there.
Oh, the last snow from Funky Buddha. I had so many of those over the break.
And I was looking at a list of like the top delivered craft beers, and there was one other one from Cycle Brewing in St. Pete in Florida, the Rare DOS 1 Barrel Aged Stout. That was number 18 on the best list. So there's some good beers in Florida.
Stout
it all out. These are the things I can do without. Come on. I'm talking to you. Come on.
I love a drunk person that does the
good.
song
It's
game
fun.
with me. It's not going to be the first song I break into.
I'm not scared.
Got an email too from Katie at Due South.
Oh, Katie, we love her.
Yeah, she said if you haven't heard, this is the last few weeks of Savory Eats, the food truck being at Due South.
What the fuck?
They've decided to move north for a new chapter in the business. Their last day at the brewery is going to be Sunday, December 13th.
Oh.
Been there the last 2 years, and they brought back the ever-famous tuna poke nachos this week.
Oh, those are so good.
Gosh, this is a week after I put on 9 pounds.
No,
those poke nachos, the serving size is so big. It's delicious.
You had those big-ass Holland wooden shoes on. I feel like it's at least 4 pounds. I think you only gained 5. Don't be so hard on yourself, fat guy.
Yeah, you definitely had 7-pound shoes.
You had big-ass shoes.
right.
He did. You had wooden
Wouldn't
shoes.
be able to move my shoes weigh that much.
I wonder what Savory Eats is doing. Where are they going?
I know about Savory Eats, but Kevin, can you tell me about Savory Eats?
That's in past tense,
Well,
bitch.
that's after you've gone there and had dinner.
This is
It
fucking
goes from
past
Savory
tense.
Eats to Savory Eights.
Don't get me wrong, I love Savory Eats, but Savory Eights, they got some shit that's great.
It's past
It's right
tense.
next to Savory Sevens. It's between Savory Sevens and Savory
You
Nines.
can't mess up in this room.
I mean,
This is delicious.
I'm a motherfucker that butchers the language.
You've been drinking since 7. How did I catch up so quick?
So quick.
I don't like how you've got tabs on me, by the way.
Bitch, I know what you're doing, and I know where you are, and just know this. I got secrets that you don't even know about.
You got shit.
I don't have. I do. My secrets.
You're really
I'm
struggling.
gonna blow it. I can't tell you what I know, but I know.
What do you know?
I know.
You know nothing.
I know stuff.
Look at me. I'm over here not shaking
I
because
know
she don't know
stuff.
shit. There ain't nothing to know.
Bitch, I know.
Okay.
Zero scared feelings
Zero scared feelings.
over here.
I'm gonna
Okay.
tell Kevin what I know.
You know something.
Well, don't say it on the air because now you're making me nervous. What do you know?
Never mind. I'll tell Kevin,
You don't
and
know.
then he'll tell you if you should be scared.
No, I don't want to play this game.
I'll tell Kevin.
Well, give me a subject, what it has to do with.
I see you.
Give me a subject that has to do with.
A life.
No, that's fucking broad.
Every move you make.
You don't know what you're talking about. Give fucking Ralston something.
Yeah. What do you
All right.
what do you got? Over
I'm
here?
coming over there.
Okay.
But you know what? Her nickname's Whispers, kind of like when a fat guy's named Tiny. She.
Oh, that's funny. Wow. Okay. Interesting.
What's this? What do you got?
Kevin will tell you if it's legit.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, it sounds like it would be legit, and I'm surprised that Virginia's this. You had some help on this, didn't you?
I did have some help.
I was going to say.
What do you
didn't
got
know
help
your
on?
own. Yeah,
I'm very
it's
curious.
It's too tricky for Virginia. I wouldn't otherwise expect her to do it, but
I
this is-
outsourced it.
What are
Yeah,
you curious
okay.
about?
All right. That's for her.
Well, what does
to-
that have to do with? I mean, it doesn't do anything with the audience if you don't at least give a topic.
I just like to know what you're up to. And I may or may not know what you're always up to.
Yeah, I'm not at all scared.
All right.
Yeah, I'm quite confident that you got shit on me.
All right.
Oh, I wouldn't. Don't let her get shit on you. She got shit on me one time. It was her son's.
Baby shit.
Yeah, I'm quite
terrible.
confident.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't give a fuck. Blow it up. I don't care anymore.
I don't have anything to blow up yet.
I don't care. You know what? Fuck everything. Blow it up. I don't give
He's
a shit.
asking for it.
I don't give a shit anymore. Seriously, blow it up. I don't give a fuck.
I don't have anything to blow up.
Then I'm calling your bluff. Chat room, I'm calling her bluff. Bluff me up.
No, I just told Kevin what I have, but I mean, I haven't gone deep.
Okay.
This can't be good to listen to.
It's very, ambiguous, but it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
All right.
All right, keep an
I'll
eye
do
on
the
it.
work.
Okay, thank you. Somebody had sent in a photo, if you're watching the KVJ TV, of a photo. Said years ago, you guys did a promotion, and I got to meet Brandy with you. And there is the photo. Look at that. You can see Brandy, the singer, is there, and you can see me in the photo along with Virginia.
And Dave.
Yeah, Dave Duran.
You look the same to me, Virginia.
Yeah.
I do.
I know.
do.
Girl's not aging. Look at her.
That's Botox.
Well, I mean-
Which, by the way, I'm due for.
For a man who always is railing on cosmetic surgeries, Botox seems to be working, I guess.
Botox does actually work.
You still look the same to me.
But you have to go every once in a while and get it. I haven't been in a while.
I really don't think if you did Botox, I wouldn't tell a difference, honestly.
Oh, you would definitely tell a difference.
You would. Okay.
I do it subtle and I maintain it like every 6 months. So you kind of don't know that I'm doing it.
So if you didn't have Botox, you would look different than right now?
Actually, right now, I need more Botox.
So are you at your most natural state right now?
No, I've let it go a little longer because Dr. Rankin shot me up back in, I want to say like July.
During COVID times, I want to make sure we know.
Yeah, I told him COVID is on my face.
I guess
I'm wearing COVID on my face. I need Botox, and he took care of me back in July. But you know, every 6 months I must go. It'd be better if I went every 4 months, but budgetary restraints.
Yeah, I hear you. Times are tough, Virginia. Sometimes you got to throw the Botox out. Engineer Keith gave us a lot, too, because he also had an answer for the iguana sweaters. It got cold. It's going to get cold Tuesday, Wednesday next week as well. So what is going on with that? And he said, if you put like a sweater on an iguana, would it keep them from freezing up and falling out of trees? He said the short answer is, from a heat transfer perspective, no. The idea behind a sweater is to insulate the body. It doesn't prevent heat transfer to the surroundings. It slows it. And as Kevin stated, they don't generate their own heat. It would be like the inverse of ice in a Yeti cup. It helps it stay cold for a while, but eventually it melts. Same for iguanas. A sweater would help them retain what body heat they have for a little while longer, but they'd eventually reach the temperature of the surroundings.
Okay, so you said that, Kevin.
Yeah, look at that.
Without the degree.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
shit,
intelligence,
the
yeah.
Christmas witch getting another beer.
Oh, look out. Here we go. Friday weekend, yeah.
I love it.
Burr number 2.
Wow, look at you. Okay.
You went number 2?
No, I'm still on number uno.
Kevin's a bitch. Kevin's a bitch. Kevin's a
You sound like
bitch.
my kids every day when I go home.
That just hurts my heart.
As soon as you walk in. Damn.
Oh, man. I'll go back to work.
Why do I even come home?
That would be tough. There are some houses that really are actually, I know you're kidding, but there's some households that are like that, where kids are such dicks to their parents.
It'd be tough.
And that shit would not fly.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck no.
That would just be tough. You know, if you're on the movie tip, some people really love movies. They really get into them. And 2020 has been another reason why you hate the year, because there's really been no movies for the longest time. I mean, when was the last time we had a blockbuster movie
You're right.
that came out? You know, a few slid out and did the streaming thing, but, you know, I had the Mulan that came out. I think a little Frozen slid out there, and some Trolls and things like that. But for the most part, nothing big. But that is going to change starting on Christmas, just about 3 weeks from now. You got Wonder Woman 1984. It's going to be dropping in theaters, but you know that a lot of theaters are just dropping. So they've got this whole strategy that they're going to be doing where it's going to, on the same day, appear on HBO Max. I don't know what kind of deal they did for this, and I'd be kind of curious to find out. But Warner Brothers is putting its entire slate of films for 2021 on HBO Max the exact same day they hit theaters. And they're going to be available for no extra charge for 31 days.
Did you just quietly burp?
I did. Sorry, you got to keep talking.
You are good, because not only did you quietly burp, you also quietly sent an email to Katie at Due South saying that you talked about Savory Eats on the podcast during the fucking podcast.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I got a lot of shit going on over
this
here.
This man is masterful.
You octopus son of a bitch.
Yeah, just
you got
no
arms
idea.
coming out of the butthole. You just fucking type
You're
in.
an octopus.
With my feet right now, I'm knitting a sweater.
It's for a lizard.
It is. Yes, I'm making an iguana sweater.
It's an iguana sweater.
right now.
And maybe I'm drunk, but I am very impressed with your ability to talk and type and fucking.
He wrote a fucking email.
So catchy.
Due South already knows
They
that we
already know.
promoted Savory Eats.
Bam.
Every boss or every person in charge we've ever had to go, oh, Kevin sent me an email at 1:15 a.m. They all have that story.
I
And
know
then
a
I
lot of
go-
people out.
I go, yeah, just wait. It's only begun.
But in my opinion, they should turn off their bullshit during nighttime. After the first one, I'll give them.
Yeah.
They should realize you're a psycho. And go, this fucker's going to email me at 1 a.m.
He's going to send me 10 emails
Email
at
my
2
sleep,
a.m.
After the first email, it's on you.
Yeah, it's your fault. You're right. So you got coming up Wonder Woman 1984, Godzilla versus Kong, The Matrix 4. I'm very skeptical about that movie. I love the first one, skeptical about 4.
Did you watch the first 3?
I watched 2 and 3. They're pretty much out of my mind.
It's like anything. The second
yeah.
one sucked. The third one sucked even more.
Yeah, I don't have any desire. I don't even know, because where 3 left off, that I don't know that I would come back for 4 unless people are just like, oh my gosh, it saved the whole franchise. Unless I hear that over and over again, I probably won't even watch it. Suicide Squad, Dune, Space Jam, A New Legacy. Those are all going to be coming out.
They did Ocean 11, 12, and 13. Would you come if they with the whole cast? You know, got Clooney, Pitt. If they did Ocean 15, would you be?
I didn't watch 12 or 13. I loved 11. It's one of my favorite movies, probably of all time. And
Or Ocean 14.
Huh?
11, 12, 13. Not Ocean 15. Ocean 14.
I was going to say, they just skipped 14.
It was a skipper. Yeah.
No counting. We have a rule.
Can I go watch Ocean's 15 and then afterwards go to Savory 8?
You actually should just fire me.
Never. Don't talk like that. We love you.
Drug. I don't like nice Virginia. It makes me feel very uncomfortable.
It should make you nervous.
It feels like a trap.
Because it's a facade.
I don't like it.
She gets meaner as she drinks.
No, but there's times where you are actually nice, and it's I don't like it.
I don't like it.
It's like spiders crawling on my spine. I don't like it.
I sent the spiders.
Oh man, you can feel the buzz.
That was, yeah.
You can hear the buzz.
Yeah, I did not watch the 12 and 13. And you know what? It's a good comparison, Matrix versus the Ocean's 11. Matrix is one of the reasons why I didn't watch Ocean's 12 and 13, because Matrix 2 and 3 kind of almost ruined it for me. That I'm like, I put it out of my mind. I would tell anybody, watch the first, it's all you need. And I kind of felt the same thing hearing reviews of Oceans 12 and 13. I'm like, I love 11 so much. I don't want anything to kind of tarnish that. And I had heard that Will Ferrell, I think they were offering him like 30 or 40 million to do Elf 2. And he walked away from it and said, I just don't think it's going to be nearly as good as the first. And I respect that and appreciate that, because it was so unique, the first one.
Right.
But what would a second one be? There's no way. I think it would be the same way. It'd be like, I don't want to watch
Well, the
second
story
one.
was told. Buddy the elf, he found his dad, and then
Yeah.
what else?
What else would we
Okay,
want?
so if
it
you're-
ended great. Why would we go to another direction?
If you're Will Ferrell, your net worth is $160 million.
You can say no to turds.
You can say no to turds. You can. I mean, I know that's a lot of money
Totally.
you're bringing up,
Yeah.
but 160 mil. You have your pride.
Yeah, I think that's you're at no turd money.
See, if you're like us, you do nothing but turds.
I mean-
you take turds all day.
Yeah.
You
I
take
would.
whatever. But if you're Will Ferrell, you can be discerning.
That's the thought.
Speaking of thoughts,
Yeah.
it's the weekend. Thoughts. THOT.
You gonna get some thought action? That hoe over there?
Is that what that stands for?
Yeah.
That hoe over to there. I did not know that.
Welcome to the club.
Look, I'm fucking learning.
Thoughts? Yeah, that hoe over there.
That thought. What's a more just devastating term to be called as a woman? A thought or a slut? Or a whore? I feel like whore is not. Whore is less because you're getting money for it.
There's compensation.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there's a skill there. You're your business.
I'm feeling you.
Slut is just you're throwing it, and then thought is.
Thought is, to me, a lot of times thought is rooted in jealousy. So, thought actually, if it's said by some girls, it's a compliment because they're jealous of what you've got going
Okay,
on.
I'm Lana right now, and I go, bitch, you're a thought, or you're a hoe, or you're a slut. What's more insulting?
I think hoe.
Hoe's more insulting? That's the most insulting?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think that, Kev? Hoe's more insulting than slut? I feel like slut's more insulting.
You do?
Yeah. Slut, I feel that's a term.
Well, we can go round and round all day.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, I don't get called that ever. The exact opposite of.
No one in Kevin's circles use those words.
I wish they would. I mean, I would love to be. Oh, Kev's such a slut. Yes, I am. I would own it. Be like, yeah. Sex, 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 sex. That's all I do. Anyone, anytime, any place. But no, I unfortunately can't say that. So
I
to
hear
me,
you.
it'd be like,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I bet if you had sex, you'd be good at sex.
Thank you.
Doc, I'm trying to be kind to you.
No, I know. It's very kind. I do appreciate that. Yeah. Appreciate your support.
We all think you'd be great.
Yeah.
I think he'd be so boss at sex.
Thanks.
A real pipe player.
I do think he would be.
Okay.
And my guy got a chance.
I was kind of curious if this excites anybody. The McRib is back, and they always bring the foods back because they tap into the nostalgia. Doritos is jumping into that same type of thought with their 3D chips. They're coming back. If you don't remember, back in 1998, they were the cone-shaped chips that came out, but they discontinued them a few years later because nobody really cared. And so they said, well, let's bring them back because now maybe they will. So they're scheduled to hit stores January 18th.
So I remember Jay Leno got behind this back in the day. He was endorsing the Doritos 3D. And then I remember everybody and their mother talking about how the 3D Doritos made them shit themselves on the reg.
It stands for 3 dumps.
Yeah. People were shitting themselves left
You
and
eat
right.
this, you're guaranteed 3 dumps, and 2 might be in your pants.
But if you're constipated, this is the chip for you.
I don't know what they did.
It's the diuretic snack.
The 3D was making people crap the fuck out of their...
Bring them on. Let's flesh it out.
Yeah, I don't know if the chat room can attest to that, but 3D to poop problems was a big scandal.
Well, I remember for a while there was a thing where when the fat-free craze was happening in the 90s, they had this chemical called Olestra, and they were putting that in some chips. And I remember, I went for, because it was the au gratins or Ruffles, a thick chip with the au gratin cheese on it, and I went heavy and knocked out about a whole bag. And my goodness, thankfully, I was able to make it in my toilet, but it was
Really?
close.
That got to you.
It was close.
So-
It was one of those ones where I was having a conversation. I felt it, and I was like, just a little. And I was like, oh my god!
So
I just
you
interrupted.
specifically can
Door to the bathroom.
You can investigate to the point where the food you ate.
Savory eights.
I remember the day. I remember the chip. I remember it all going on. I'm like, what has happened to my body?
Was it savory eights?
Savory AIDS. I'm just saying, you can pinpoint the moment to the butthole problems.
Yes, it was the chips, and I was like, what happened? And I was doing a radio show at the time, and so I kind of delved deep for content on the show, and I found out that other people were making comments. The early chat room boards were kind of starting to go on, and people were like going, I don't know what this Olestra is, but I am crapping my pants.
we did a bit at our old station. We did like a Russian roulette kind of a thing where we had to take the Allegra.
Crap cakes.
Crap cakes.
We did a bit. It's called
I
crab
lost
cakes.
that one.
Yeah.
Because that was when I first started dating Panda. And we were driving up to Gainesville for a football game that we were so excited to go to. We had other couples joining us. We were
Yeah.
staying at a cute little bed and breakfast. And the whole way there, we stopped at about 4 different fast food establishments so I could evacuate.
Ugh. What a terrible word.
That is a terrible word.
And then once we got to the bed and breakfast, they had heard about the bit and they met me with Mylanta and toilet paper.
They heard about it?
The owners of the B&B had Mylanta and
How did they
toilet
hear about
paper.
it?
I don't freaking know.
Fans, baby. Fans, baby.
In the Ville?
I guess we had some Gainesville scratch going on.
Our numbers,
Really?
our numbers in the G-Ville are very high.
They were really cute.
just
They were
here
really,
last week.
they were
Yeah.
very sweet people. I mean, who gives a stranger Mylanta and extra TP? That's pretty nice.
Lovely town.
We have great numbers in the western part of the county in Gainesville.
I got nothing but love for Gainesville. Gainesville is a
beautiful.
great town.
Beautiful.
I
Yeah,
love
it was
the
fun.
beauty, the creepy beauty of it.
Yeah, the thing they have is they got the moss in the trees, which
Yes.
is different from here. And yeah, I noticed that because I was there last week, and I was like, it's just a little bit of a different look than what we got in South Florida.
It's a swampy, mossy, creepy, like big
cool.
old trees.
I was there. It was a beautiful day. It was sunny. It was gorgeous. I was like, wow, yeah, fell in love with Gainesville.
I'm a fall fan of Gainesville.
Well, I'm a fan of creepy, beautiful. I love that little fucking dichotomy of words.
What?
I don't know. But I was going to ask you, Kevin, that would be a fun bit to bring back. Crab cakes. We could do that at the end of the year.
We could do that tomorrow.
Right before.
Have somebody crap their pants?
Well, just
yeah, we put some,
would the audience like that? I know we've done it before. Do you get annoyed by us doing that again? I think that's one of those ones I think you could repeat. That's
yeah,
a
maybe,
fun one.
Maybe we'll give it a shot.
And I think
yeah.
what we should do is really load them up. I mean, so much X-Lax.
We did.
No.
I put a lot in the ones, and then I got the one. It bit me literally in the ass.
No, I think we should do it to the point where we legit have fear if we lose.
Like your lower intestine's gonna fall out your bung.
You're eating the crab cake and you're like, oh my gosh, this is figgity fucked. I am done.
Well, what I did was I cooked the chocolate X-Lax into the cakes that I made. So I put real pieces of Hershey chocolate and then real pieces of X-Lax into the cake. And then, yeah, we all got a different cake.
Right.
We all had to consume it right there on the spot. No, like, you couldn't look and see what number cake it was. You
Yeah.
just had to eat it.
Right, go for it.
The
And
other,
as I was eating it, I didn't know I had the one.
the other bit that's fun, that's sort of similar to that, is when we all are drinking, but there's only one person that's drinking legit beer, and the other three or two are drinking the fake
See if somebody.
Ordles?
What?
I don't know.
So you would be losing this bit. We'd be like, Jabers wants drunk.
Ordles? Ordles and
O'Doul's?
James?
Yeah. Non-alcoholic beer.
I'm so bad at talking.
Ordles?
I can't think of the fucking beer, Virginia.
O'Doul's.
I just said it.
Kevin said it.
I'm sorry.
And you just turn
You're
your
talking
microphone.
the wrong mic. Turn your microphone around.
Stop telling me how to live my life.
I'm just trying to tell you how to live radio. No one can hear you.
Dog, my slogan.
I mean, what a minute this was. If we could pull this off for Jaber's next job, he says, I'm terrible at talking, and then he's talking into the wrong end of the microphone. Can you imagine how people are like, yeah, I think I'm going to probably pass on this guy.
Well, in radio, they call this thing an escape tape.
It's the worst minute audition I've ever seen in radio.
You create a tape, and it's called your escape tape when you want to get out of one station and get to another one. This is your escape
That's what they
tape.
called it in the 90s, Virginia. I think they've escape tape.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody using tape anymore,
Maybe a
girl.
dated reference.
I love how I'm the one that you rag on.
They call it an escape
She's
tape. No, they
just as
called it an
bad.
escape tape.
She fucking flaws.
That was
just
what they
as
did in
bad.
94,
Well,
Bird.
escape MP3 doesn't sound as good.
I think you should escape this conversation and leave.
All right, just want to throw out a quick birthday. Jamie sent this in. 25 years, my best friend Patty. Turns out we didn't like each other first in high school. We got put together on a project, realized we were basically the same people. And I'm only 3 months older than her, and there they are together. So a quick little shout out to them.
Wow, look at these
Yeah.
fucking lovebirds.
There you go, ladies.
That's sweet.
Lovebirds.
I think they're friends.
They're buddies. They're not in a relationship.
I'm sorry, dog. Oh, my bad.
Bird just made you gay.
Oh, my bad. I'm wrong for believing in love. Oh,
I'm sure there is love.
My bad for loving love.
Yeah.
You just love lesbians.
Maybe just give him an idea. Maybe we'll try it out for the birthday.
Yeah, if you girls do, send us a pic.
Yeah. Hey, let's take our friendship to another level.
I don't want to speak for y'all, but I had great fun today.
Yeah, it was a good
We
time.
all did.
All right, you guys. Thanks for being here. We'll see you back on Monday. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.